We feel fear when we face the unknown. Just because you feel fear about something does not mean that it's a bad thing. A lot of people waste their lives in the fears that they have, and then it's too late when they have their regrets. Because you can't turn back the clock of time. I need to put this out there and make sure that you know that this is normal. This is what you should expect when you're growing, when you're changing. Especially if you've come from a adverse background. Especially if you were not taught a good way when you were growing up or whatever. You know? Then in that case, you're put in a position where you have a lot that you have to learn. And a lot that was programmed into you that you have to overcome. And in order to become the person that you want to be, in order to have the life that you want to have, you have to face the fear. You must do it. There's a great book out there for those of you who read. It's called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. I don't know how else to voice this. I want to make sure that this is normalized, that we all understand that you are going to feel fear. And a good amount of that time, fear is unwarranted. You know, when you take the first steps into doing something, a lot of times you're gonna find out that it's not what you thought it was in your head this whole time. That whole story that you have made up of all these things that are gonna happen winds up not being true. But the longer you spend caught up in all of this noise that's happening up here, you're not achieving your goals. You're not getting the things that you want in life. You're staying stuck. You're not getting out of bad situations or whatever because of fear of the unknown. But a lot of times, you know, they say the battle plan never lasts beyond the battlefield, like the first point of contact on the battlefield. You can plan and plan and plan and plan and plan all you want. But what if all that planning, nothing works out that way? What if it just doesn't happen that way? You have to be able to take action. I have a real good friend that I've been trying to help because he feels like he's stuck in life. That I've been trying to make an example of, like, look, I took action. I'm taking action on these things. And because I took action on these things, I thought that it was going to go this way. I learned it wasn't. And now I have to do this. Instead, I'm learning all these new skills. Because I faced the fear and I jumped headfirst into dealing with the things that I needed to deal with. So just understand it's normal. It was perfectly normal. It's just fear of the unknown. When we have a predictable environment, we feel safe. Because we feel like we can understand what is going to happen before it happens. It's just like my cat, dude. They say that cats don't like a changing environment. They like everything to stay the same. They like normality. When you change a cat's environment, it gets stressed out. But if you don't want to be stuck, you have to face that change. You can't do the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result. If you know something's not working, do what you have to do. 99% of what's going to take you there, that is not like a research number. That is a number I made up. But from my perspective, 99% of what's going to take you there is going to be the effort that you put in. You know, there's another book, it's called Grit by Angela Duckworth, and they actually did studies, and they found out that one of the key indicators of success is a person's ability to keep going. Life's not easy. It takes hard work. You have to work hard. It seems like there's a lot of people that want so badly for someone else to come and save them, but who's gonna come and save you? And what are you really asking of that other person that you expect to come and save you? We're all human. All of us. We're all bound to the same emotions. We all struggle. We all have to face these things. And when you want someone else to take care of you and to take care of your problems and to come and save you, you are then asking someone who is just like you to carry twice as much burden, to carry their own burden and yours. So we have to learn how to face these things. We have to do it to make ourselves better, to make the world around us better, to make our lives better. Feel the fear and do it anyway. You know, a lot of this like video editing and all this TikTok stuff and all this stuff that I'm doing, this graphic design and all this stuff that I'm doing, a lot of this stuff, you know, starting my business, I'm jumping in head first because I know already at this point in the game that I am an overthinker. And I will overthink something all day and then it just don't get done. It don't get done right. Quit thinking about it so much. You know, I realized when I started like putting these steps into action, like, oh crap, I gotta do this now. I didn't even think about that. Oh dang, I need these contracts. Oh dang, I should like make a video of these contracts so it's easy for my customers. Oh dang, I should break this all down into segments so that it's easy for them to understand it, easy to navigate and all that. You know, certain things that I just would not have expected. You just have to start taking action. Like my video editing is getting better because the more I do it, the more little things I find that I can do. The more I record music and then I listen to it, the more tricks I'm learning because I did it. Because I did it and I saw where my deficits were and I saw what I did not know. I saw what I did not anticipate. Emotions are uncomfortable. Feelings are uncomfortable, man. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. You gotta face these things. We gotta face these things, guys. We can't be blaming others. We can't be hurting other people. We can't be taking what we want from other people. Don't expect someone to do everything for you. Don't expect someone to take care of you all the time. You're expecting too much of that other person at that point. Well, this, well, that, you know, they don't like us. They don't like people like me. Well, what can you do with what you have? Do not let this world beat you down. Do not let this world take the happiness that you could have away from you. Don't let silly emotions that we all have take everything from you. It's just a feeling. Yeah, it's intense. It's intense. But face it. Come on, just face it. Face it down. You are so strong. And when you keep pushing and you keep trying and you never give up on yourself, you know you're going to get burnt out, you're going to get worn out, all that. But you have to keep going. 99% of people quit right when they're at the finish line because they burnt themselves out. And they're so close because they put all that effort in. But then they just quit right when they're like right there. Remember that. That is one of the most important things you can remember. One of the most important things you can know. All that it takes to be successful is to never give up. And there are a lot of people who are barely trying right now. Hardly putting in any effort and tearing each other down and all of this crazy stuff going on. And so really it is very easy to make something better right now because there's a lot going on that's not. But you have to put the work in. It's all about the work. Okay? So, yeah, fear is normal, and you will feel it when you are facing the unknown. Because you don't feel like you can predict the environment. And so it feels unsafe. And we feel safe in feeling like we can predict what's going to happen. And you may not always get the outcomes that you want out of things. But it will make you stronger and it will make you smarter. Keep going, guys.